can a straight man have sex with another man? Can a straight man have gay sex? This is a good one. This is a good one because you can tell how much inner work somebody has done on themselves, how much shadow work they've done, how much they've looked inside themselves and tried to see, like, who am I? What am I really? Am I all these labels? Am I all these identities? Who am I? What am I really? So on X, whenever somebody posts men can have sex with men and it not be gay, there's come aparts. People are come apart. Well, they're like, well, if a man has sex with another man, that makes him gay. No, it doesn't. It doesn't. It doesn't. I mean, I'm a gay man and I've had sex with women. Does that make me straight? No. Oh, well, it makes you bisexual. See, the more inner work you do on yourself, you realize that all these classifications, all these identities, all these mental positions, if you will, it's a mental position. Being gay is a mental position. Being a top or a bottom, having strong preferences, strong likes or dislikes, those are mental positions. And so men who have done a lot of work on themselves, and let's say that men who primarily desire and have sex with women might occasionally have sex with a man. Doesn't make them gay. Doesn't mean really fucking anything at all. But this obsession with classifying and labeling things and identifying things, you know, in the work that we do now, my husband and I, in our band, making music about masculinity and masculine sexuality and the sexuality that is independent of women or independent of other men. It's your sexuality. It's yours. And you can do with it whatever you want. And nobody else gets to define that shit for you, even if it makes them feel more comfortable. So I think that the reason that people want you to identify as gay or straight or bi or whatever, it's to foster that sense of separation. Look, I'm a man. I am a man. And gay men and straight men are not all that different. But for some reason, there was kind of a push to keep us separate. Because I've learned a lot from my straight brothers. And I know that my straight brothers have learned a lot from me. I mean, sometimes in a group of straight men, having a gay guy in the mix can be very good for them. I mean, men need to be around other men. Men need to be able to talk about sex and sexuality. The locker room talk, all that stuff is very good for men. But there has been attempts to police it and control it because women are afraid of men's sexuality, but they don't have to be. They don't have to be. You know, the more restrictions and the more shame that is placed on men and their sexuality, it creates sort of a social cancer that just kind of eats away at everything. There is nothing wrong with being a man. There's nothing wrong with being a horny man. There's nothing wrong with being a man who loves armpits or assholes or whatever you like sexually. Now let's dissect what you like sexually just for a moment. The things that turn you on indicate something that you were denied as a child or a young adult, or just something that you were denied. Somewhere along the way, your needs were not met. And so what you desire sexually is a kink or a fetish or whatever. It's designed to heal you. So what makes people straight and what makes people gay? What makes a man primarily desire other women sexually? What sort of shit happened to him to make him want to do that? You know, so I don't look at the division between gay and straight much in the same way that I do anymore. Like I view each human being as coming into this world having a blank slate. And some people might want to call these experiences that we have in childhood as traumas. I don't think so. I think calling things traumas makes it look like something that wasn't supposed to happen. Oh gosh, this was terrible. This was bad. This shouldn't have happened to you. But I can look back on my life at the most traumatic experiences as necessary things to shape the man that I am today. Like, you take away the drug addiction, you take away the homelessness, you take away my alcoholic parents, you take away all of that. Who am I? I'm a boring person who can't think for himself. You know, all those traumas, all they ever did to me was help wake me up to the reality of who I am. I wouldn't have met my husband. I wouldn't be making this music. I wouldn't be who I am, and I love who I am. Don't you dare call those experiences adverse or trauma. They were necessary experiences. They were trials that I had to go through. So back to the original statement, can a straight man have sex with another man and it not be gay? Yes, because maybe some men don't want to identify it as gay. Like myself, I don't want to identify the sex that I have with other men as gay sex, because what does that mean anyway? Does that make you feel more comfortable? In my lifetime, I've received messages and I've even had encounters with men who are primarily straight. But every now and then they just want to get together and suck a dick or get fucked or enjoy the company and the freedom and the relaxation of being sexual in the presence of another man. And if you think about it, it's very ritualistic. It's very healing. And so in my lifetime, I've also been accused of trying to get into straight men's pants. I've never had to try and get into straight men's pants. Many straight men throughout my life have just opened their pants to me. I remember one time I was in a bar. It was a lesbian bar in Nashville, Tennessee. I talk to this guy on Facebook. He follows me on Instagram. I might ask him, but we were in this lesbian bar and he just looks at me and he says, you know what? What is it like to suck a man's dick? And I explained it to him. I'm like, well, you just open your mouth and you do that and like that. And he goes, can I try it with you? Like, I'd feel comfortable. Can I try sucking your dick? And I'm like, sure. So we went out to the parking lot and he sucked my dick and he wasn't into it. And so he's like, yeah, okay, well, I guess I'm straight. Now, does that make him gay because he sucked another man's dick? He even kissed me too a little bit. Like, it was a little passionate, but he tried to get into it. He really gave it a good effort. But at the end, he's like, that just wasn't for me. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. Nobody died. Nobody had a complete come apart and everything was fine. But you know what? Maybe he did decide that he liked it, because I've been seeing some things on his Facebook anyway. So basically what this whole thing is about is don't cleave to an identity, because every time I cleave, I'm going to talk about myself here. Every time I cleave to an identity, every time I say, this is me and I am separate from you. I am separate from you because this is my special identity. Dividing yourself, keeping yourself away from the brotherhood of all men. Or if you're a woman, from the sisterhood. Like, modern women want to keep themselves away from that sisterhood. Modern men want to keep themselves away from that brotherhood, ignoring the reality of what's really going on and who you are. I can't tell you the amount of times that straight men have been curious or asked questions or even wanted to mess around. Because this is the thing about men. Men are very simple. Men like to eat. Men like to come. Men like to feel safety and security. And if they don't like any of those things, they are slightly feminized. They have developed feminine traits as a survival strategy. That's all it is. So in our work, what we do is we encourage men to just be men. Get into your animal nature. Remove that overthinking. Remove those worries and those fears, because men don't really have to worry about anything all that much except what's going on in their immediate reality. They don't have to think about the future all that much, because men have this unique experience. Unique to men is that they can build a masculine container, and from that masculine container, they can emanate an energy field, and then this energy field organizes reality around them. That's why they don't have to do that much, because a man, especially a masculine man, is more comfortable when he's making something. He's more comfortable when he's under a little bit of stress. He's more comfortable when he has something to do. A masculine man is more comfortable when he is engaged. That's why a masculine man probably won't be on the couch binge watching much of anything. So when I talk about the differences between men and women, I'm not saying that women are bad. I'm not saying that women are less than or anything like that. Women are women and men are men. But when a man really realizes that he's a man and that he can do whatever he wants, as long as it doesn't hurt other people, as long as he's honest, as long as he's real, his container will be solid, and his energy field will organize reality around him. It's like this for everybody, but I'm focusing on men particularly here. When you are who you are, if you are a man and you like to have sex with other men, just be that. You don't have to make a political statement about it. You don't have to do anything about it. I know lots of men who have sex with other men and they don't talk about it. It's just something they like to do. But they talk about it. Thank you. But they don't tell other people that. They're not like, I'm here, I'm queer, get used to it. No, bitch, we don't have to get used to shit. That's your life. This is my life. What we do here is we get out of each other's lives. We let adult human beings live their lives, and we don't have much to say about it because it ain't got nothing to do with us at all. I will finish this video by telling you, how I learned to get out of other people's lives and to encourage people to get out of my life. And I'm going to talk about an overweight woman. So relax. But I was in Walmart with my husband and we were holding hands and being kind of faggy with each other. And so she comes up to me, and she said, just so you know, I don't agree with my lifestyle. And I told her, I don't agree with yours. You're overweight. Look at your cart. It's full of junk. And I think that she learned at that moment, like, why are we so involved in each other's lives? So we focus on our lives and we focus on what we can do in our lives. We get out of the bedrooms of other people. We stop trying to police other people and what they do in their bedroom. As long as it's between two consenting adults, you're fine. If somebody is doing something with another consenting adult, we should not have any comment on it. We shouldn't care about it whatsoever. You like to suck dick? Go ahead. You like to eat pussy? Go right ahead, man. I fully support a man's desire and almost need to eat some motherfucking pussy. I will support that. Go for it, man. Even though I like men, I know men also like women. I mean, that's the reality of it. I'm not trying to turn everybody gay. That would be insane. But so the divisions between gay and straight are not really there. All men are the same. It just depends on what you like. And in a roundabout way, like when I first started talking about this stuff, some women got very upset with me. They're like, this is divisive. And I'm going to tell you, when I had an all-female audience, it was a nightmare. And now that I have a masculine male audience, I feel comfortable around these guys. I feel comfortable around these masculine men. And I might even say that I feel safe around these masculine men because I know that they're going to listen to me. I know they're going to try to understand what I'm saying. And if they don't resonate with it, they're just going to ignore it. Like masculine men do. That's like, that ain't got nothing to do with me. All right. That's all I got. Bye.